Is my very first live feed. I'm going to start doing these regularly, and today I am going to talk about everything Leo because it's Leo's birthday. Well, I'm a little late to the game because it actually started around July 22nd and it's going to go until the end of August, but we're right in the middle of Leo energy, and I've got so many wonderful friends and clients that are Leos that I thought today should be the kickoff with my live feed, and I want to talk about Leo. And if you're listening or if you're out there and you want to ask any questions about Leo, feel free to join in and ask anything you want. And hopefully you'll find this really refreshing. Next month, I'll be back here doing everything Virgo, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully this will become routine. So I want you to think about famous Leos and think about how different these people are and yet how much they have in common. Now, no two sun signs are truly alike because we've got so many other things in the chart. But Leo energy does have certain themes in it, and everybody has Leo energy somewhere. But if you're a rising sign, Leo, a Leo rising sign, if you're a sun sign Leo, or if you have your moon in Leo, this will be really valuable to you. Also, if you're involved with somebody who's a Leo, or you know a Leo, your lover, your husband, your girlfriend, your daughter, your friend, your client, your boss, this will be kind of helpful for you. So I want you to think about some famous Leos, because Leos are so radiant. They're so entertaining. They're here to live a profoundly self-fulfilling life. And at their very best, they become fully self-expressed. And they're usually creative and very entertaining, but they also all carry a quality of regalness. So think of Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, isn't that interesting? Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, Louis Armstrong, Neil Armstrong, even Lucille Ball, Percy Bysshe Shelley, one of my favorite poets. Tori Amos. Did I say Jennifer Lawrence? I think I might have. Madonna, Mick Jagger, Antonio Banderas, Magic Johnson. You know, you can see this regal quality, you can see this entertainer, and you can see this sort of even playful energy in all of these people. So people who have their sun sign, I want you to think about how absolutely, utterly powerful Leo energy is. Leo is ruled by the sun. Imagine right now if you could look up into the sky and I said eclipse the sun. It would be impossible, wouldn't it? That's because Leo is here to literally brighten up, liven, radiate one half of the world. They are our life. The sun is our life force energy, and that is how powerful Leo is when it's at its best self. It literally is, it becomes a life force energy for self and for others. And it is so magnetic and so radiant that in their world, they truly light it up. And they become a life force energy. Excuse me, sometimes people can plug into them so much and they really do become literally, quite literally, a life force energy. And they can create codependence in their life because they're so highly, highly capable. You know, wherever you have Leo in your chart, and I guarantee you have it somewhere, whether it's your rising sign or your Venus or your Mars, this is where you're going to be radiant. This is where you're going to illuminate. This is where you're being asked to really shine. You know, Leo risings, they They're the entertainer. They can walk in with an easy hello. They can charm, and they're comfortable with themselves. The rising sign is the persona or the mask that you wear, the way that you ask the world to see you, and the way that you see the world. And so Leo risings, even if you're a Scorpio, if you're a Leo rising, you're going to approach the world. You're going to knock on the world's door like a Leo. And so you're going to be quite entertaining. You will probably be playful and lighthearted and have a sense of humor. And you'll probably have a regal quality about yourself. You'll probably have an air of confidence. Even if you don't feel it, you'll look like it. And so there is something quite special about Leo risings because they can make the entire room feel comfortable instantaneously. And the other thing about Leos, again, think about the sun as the ruling planet. They are almost always warm. Almost always. They have a generosity of spirit and a creativity of self-expression. And they love life and they live life to the fullest. So when you're a Leo rising at hello, you just light up. You kind of show up like a rock star, truthfully. If you're a sun sign, this is a little deeper. A Leo sun sign is here to do deeply, deeply, personally fulfilling work. It needs to be expressed and fully self-expressed, and it needs to become important in their world that they live in. Leos will oftentimes find themselves on top because they're dominant and they are indomitable. Think of the lion, king of the jungle. Nobody really dominates the Leo. And so when they're at their best, they don't take advantage of that, but they do find a trek in life that gets them to the top. And they're not really happy or satisfied with themselves if they are not on top. So if you know a Leo that's really struggling and isn't in their fully self-expressed power, their creativity or their magic or their radiance isn't shining, and they're low, they're down and out, they're off their game, it's extraordinarily painful. Because Leo cannot stand being vulnerable. They can't stand it. It is so painful and so hard. Imagine a lion vulnerable and the pain that you would have in seeing that. It's utterly devastating. I mean, nobody deals well with vulnerability, but especially somebody who knows they were born with a greatness inside. And Leos usually know that. Hopefully their environments cultivated that in them, but usually Leo comes with a greatness inside that just has to find its expression. Leos, when Leo is in someone's, when someone's moon is in the Leo sign, I call this the Santa Claus moon. And I just wrote about this on my website, and I hope you'll go over there and check it out because the new moon in Leo was really, really profound. And I call it the Santa Claus moon because it's so generous and it's so loving and it's so kind. Your purpose in life, if you have a Leo moon, is to truly learn love. Learn all aspects of it. Learn how to love oneself, but fully and without guilt. So self-love and romantic love are critical for Leo moons. If you are loved by a Leo, or if you're loved by a Leo rising, or if you're loved by a Leo moon sign, you will be showered with gifts. You will be showered with affirmations. You will be adored. Now, if that Leo does not love you, their indifference can really make you feel quite worthless, I will say, because their love is very, very powerful. It's very potent. And when you're loved properly by a Leo, you feel on top of the world. You feel just their life force energy is given to you and shared. And there's nothing quite like it. So this Santa Claus heart or this Santa Claus moon is just sort of like a fairy tale, to be honest, when it's really, really healthy. Leos have so much dignity. They have so much regal energy, and they are born to find their gifts and find their talents and show them off. They're born to stand on a stage. Now, it might be their own stage in their own family, but they're born to be seen. Now, there are some shy Leos, and there are some Leos that don't want to take the stage. But they still have that regal quality inside, and they still feel very loyal to their own creative self-expression. They're not going to just be conformists in this lifetime because they're creative thinkers, and they're big. They have big, giant expressions, and so they don't want to be shoved to the back. If you're a shy Leo, you should really get a reading to see what else is in your chart, because you might have a lot of Cancer or Virgo in your chart that would keep you quite reserved. And there's nothing wrong with a shy Leo, so I don't want you to think there is. And an introvert can also be a Leo, but I guarantee you they will find their creative self-expression, and they will find a way to put it out there into the world and make meaning, value, and purpose of it. The other thing I want to say about Leos is they're very loyal. They have huge loyalty, and they will stand by your side. They want to build something so big. They have big goals. They have big values. They usually require a lot of loyalty in their life to get their jobs done, because they have such a profoundly big and large goal that they need a team of loyal followers, if you will, to help them implement it. They can be possessive. They can be dominating. They can be arrogant. All of that is true. They can be self-centered. When you're regal, when you're the queen or the king, you kind of know it. You know that the emperor, the empire, I should say, is yours. And so when the ego is in check, they are truly confident, capable, radiant people here to share their magnetic life force energy. So I hope you've enjoyed my live feed about Leos, and if you have any questions about Leo, who they're compatible with, how they love, how to manage them, feel free to write me at meredith@soulnavigation.com, or just come on over to my website, soulnavigation.com, and join my VIP Inner Circle program. I'd love to have you there, and you're going to be able to read about everything, more than you can imagine. Take care and have a wonderful day. Next time we'll do Virgos.